You enjoy it on a night out with friends, on the go in the car, and even bring it into the bedroom. What am I talking about? Well, today we're dishing on everyone's favorite topic. We're talking food. Take a look.
From mouth-watering aromas to lip-smacking flavors and savory sounds. Food is what dreams are made of. In fact, 45% of people admit to dreaming about what they're going to eat the next day. So why do we schedule dates with our plates? Well, it turns out the first few bites of a delicious meal triggers a double shot of dopamine, the pleasure chemical in your brain. Research reveals that the higher the craving, the more dopamine initially released, making your first taste even more tantalizing. While more than half of Americans consider themselves foodies, 62% admit they would go to an event just for the food, establishing feasting as one of America's favorite pastimes. But now, recent stomach-turning studies and new age 3D printed proteins may shake up your mind and menu. So what does the food cheer hold?
I'm getting hungry now.
Looks good. Looks good.
A lot of food talk. So let's kick things off with an American staple, the good old-fashioned hot dog. One study claims that eating that bad boy right there, that little hot dog, can take off 36 minutes off your life.
Oh, that's a big number.
That is a big number.
Considering how many hot dogs I've eaten in my life, that is a worrisome number.
Well, yeah, back as kids, and you go to the ball game, you have a hot dog. I mean,
Right.
barbecues.
Yeah. 36 minutes?
After this segment, those days may be over. But here to share the real deal for this meal is board-certified physician, nutrition specialist, our friend of the show, Dr. Melina Jampolis is in the house. Welcome back, Dr. Melina, as always.
Hey, Dr.
It's
Melina.
great to be here, even though we may not love this topic.
Well, it's a little rough, yes. So tell us, Dr. Melina, is this a bold claim? And tell us about the study. I know it was from Michigan. Tell us more.
Yeah, it was a really interesting study, and they looked at over 5,000 foods. And what the study doesn't take into consideration is the individual variation from person to person, whether it's genetics or lifestyle or diseases that they may have, how healthy they may be, how much they slept the night before, how active they are. There's nothing precise about this, but it gives us some indication. I don't think it's anything mind-blowing or newly revolutionary about what foods are healthier and what foods may not be quite so healthy for us.
Dr. Melina, this hot dog presents a really big math problem. So talk to us, right? Can one hot dog really alter your lifespan?
Well, not unless you choke on it. Honestly, that's the answer.
That could be
but
problematic.
Yes.
Yeah, that definitely would shorten your lifespan if you don't have somebody that knows CPR. But, this really, again, this all depends on your personal genetic makeup. So for somebody, for example, who has a family history of heart disease or diabetes or colon cancer, that might be somebody that I say, don't eat hot dogs on a regular basis. One here and there at a ball game or at a barbecue isn't going to make or break you. But we do know that processed red meat, like hot dogs, are definitely a class 1 carcinogen, according to the World Health Organization, and are associated with a higher risk of diabetes and heart disease. So you have to take in your own personal scenario into consideration. I mean, I think all of us could benefit from a fewer hot dogs, but I think some of us have to be stricter than others.